Hi everyone, I am so very excited to be able to swatch for you and show you What's Up Beauty's newest palette. This is called the SKYFIRE Eyeshadow palette that they have so kindly provided for me to show you. So if you want to see what these colors look like, the finish, etc. in realistic swatches, then keep watching. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, and if you aren't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps a lot. As always, I will put everything in the description box below to where you can find these products. For some background, this palette is made in Italy. The formulation is talc-free and cruelty-free. This particular palette has 12 shades that are inspired by the Northern Lights. There are a mixture of very sparkly color-shifting duochromes and creamy buildable mattes. Packaging is made from 30% post-consumer recycled material, and the retail price is $49. They also note that the formulation has a notable level of hyaluronic acid to help hydrate the skin. What's Up Beauty describes this palette as capturing the moment the night sky breaks open in ribbons of purple, turquoise, green, and pink. Each eyeshadow is designed to move and catch the light, with the shimmering shades being grounded by creamy mattes in various shades. I'm first going to show you some new skincare, hair care, and nail products that I have been using, enjoying, or recently received in PR. The brand Alona sent me 2 products to try out. I don't think I've ever had any prior experience with this brand, so I asked them to send me their dual phase eye makeup remover product and one thing from, I think the brand is Purette, the Green Wash Dew Hydrating Matcha and Sake Essence. So this obviously would be for removing makeup and especially waterproof eye makeup. These dual phase, you can see it there in the bottle where the oil and other part of the formula have separated. And the oil in the product, you shake it up, it is really the part that effectively breaks down any sort of really stubborn makeup. And the toner, which I've been using pretty consistently, beautiful formulation, very soothing is the main thing that I would say about this. It's just the first step that I use on my skincare after I cleanse to kind of keep at bay that dried, tight feeling from cleansing the skin and to help prep it for other skincare that goes on top. It is a fragrance-free formula, and on top of the matcha and sake, it includes really soothing ingredients like Camellia sinensis leaf extract, rice extract, and also some retinol palmitate. You can also see some ceramides at the end of the ingredients list. Something that I found shocking when I looked at the ingredients one by one is that it does include alcohol, which the reason it shocks me is because this really does not have any sort of drying effect on my skin. But if you are someone who completely avoids alcohol in their products, I wanted you to know that this does include some. It shows up in the middle of the ingredients list. Just to show you how well it breaks down something that's really stubborn, this is a gel liner that I have, or liquid liner that I have let set. You can see it is not budging. And if you just used a normal cleanser on this kind of thing, even sometimes with a cleansing balm first, it doesn't work as well to break the product down first so that you can then wash it away. So put this on a cotton round or a cotton ball. And if this is on your eye, I would suggest just holding it there for a few seconds before you swipe. There you can see how it really starts to break the product down so that you don't have to scrub as much, but you don't have to be as harsh on the skin. I'm not pressing very hard on the back of my hand, and that oil breaks apart the product so that you can then swipe it away. Now, I do recommend always after you use a dual phase or really any oil-based product, unless you have super dry skin, I would recommend that afterwards you follow this up with a cleanser. It can be a gentle cleanser or just your normal cleanser, but it does really a nice job of breaking down waterproof or stubborn makeup. As with everything I show you in the video, I'll leave links to where you can find them to purchase online. But in addition, Alona Beauty was kind enough to offer actually 2 coupons that you can stack on their site. One is for 20% off any of the Alona brand products that they have on their website, and you can combine that with a free ship coupon if I believe your order is $50 or above. So those coupons I will list also in the description box for you. And for next steps, 2 products by Etude House. These are a sun protecting product and a barrier cream. This barrier cream is the Sunjung 2x Barrier Intensive Cream. This is actually my second bottle of this. I love this product. So you can see the new one and the one that I've already been using. Absolutely fantastic for if you are having any barrier issues, which as I get older, I increasingly have. Unfortunately, I cannot use as intensely the actives that I used to use even just a year or two ago. So a great everyday moisturizer if you wanted to do it that way, but particularly if you have any sort of irritated, angry, red, itchy skin from overdoing it from anything, you definitely want to use a product like this. Very nourishing, zero chance of any further irritation, and helps rebuild and protect that skin barrier. And the second product Etude sent along, this is the Sun Prize Mild Airy Finish Sun Milk, SPF of 50 plus. It's listed as 100% mineral UV sunscreen, zinc oxide of 17%. Comes with this shaker. You can hear how fluid it is. Now, obviously something with just zinc oxide, you sometimes worry that it will leave a white cast. You can see how fluid it is there. So let me show you on just one side of the face. Very thin texture. Now, I can't speak for whether on deeper skin tones there may be a white cast that is left here, but you can hopefully tell that at least on lighter skin tones like mine, you don't have any at least obvious or noticeable white cast. Now, this does leave a much dewier finish than I personally like, because I already have shiny, oily skin. I prefer a more matte finish, but that dewy, kind of glowy finish is very popular among some groups, and so you're gonna get that out of this sunscreen. It is very, very lightweight. So that's no sunscreen applied and this sunscreen applied. I will say that the one other criticism I have of this is it has a very obvious fragrance that's been added to it. So I'm not a big fan of that either. So practically speaking, for me, I'm not going to really be using this on my face. I will use it probably on my hands because of the fragrance. If it didn't have fragrance, I would definitely use it on my neck and chest because it is very hydrating and my neck tends to be much more dry. But when you look at the ingredients, that fragrance is listed in the middle. It's not even one of those very last ingredients listed. So for that reason alone, I don't think that for me personally, this is anywhere near the top of my choices for sunscreens, but it does have that very fluid, milky, hydrating quality to it if that is what you're looking for, and if fragrance doesn't bother you or you actively look for fragrant products. Another hit product from the Korean brand Mise. You know that their hair oil is at the very top of my list for hair oils. I love the scent and the way that the oil makes your hair shine and how soft it makes it feel without weighing it down. This is the original Perfect Argan Capsule Repair Hair Mask. It is a super thick quality hair mask. I just replaced this as my conditioner. Instead of using a normal conditioner, I use this. Leaves the hair feeling super silky, super soft, especially with my bleached and damaged hair. It is wonderful to use this as a substitute, you know, once a week or so. And yes, it does have that same incredible scent as the original hair oil, if you're familiar with that. And both of these brands are available through Amazon. So again, I will link that for you as a convenient place to purchase them if you don't have access to Korean beauty products easily otherwise. Absolutely stunning artwork that is holographic, and it is made with very durable, thick, kind of like a cardboard type of material. It closes magnetically, as you can see, and you are receiving 11.3 grams or 0.39 ounces of product. There is a lengthwise mirror in the top of the palette, and here are the shades up close. As always, I will swatch these from left to right. And also, full disclosure as always, I apply a thin layer of eyeshadow primer, the e.l.f. primer, and then I put a very thin layer of powder on top before I swatch with the eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna first swatch Comet. This is described as a light pink to gold duochrome with iridescent shimmer. Now, you're getting mostly glitter if you use a dry application. But later in the video, I'm going to show you different types of ways to apply the glittery products, because some people like to apply them with their fingers directly to the lid or with a damp brush. So I want to be able to show you those finishes too. But for now, we're just going to go through the palette with a dry brush first. Number 2 is Haze, which is described as a light orchid matte. Beautiful. And as they describe, it is, you can see that the formula, or the finish I should say, is very much like this creamy matte finish to it. Third up is Galaxy. This is described, oh, it's so beautiful. This is described as a blue to purple to pink multi-chrome shimmer with an orchid base. Oh, it's just so pretty. Fourth, we have Nebula. This is a medium burgundy matte. Fifth is Sky, a purple to green duochrome shimmer with a blue base. I don't know if I see that green shift, at least in this, you know, artificial type of lighting. Sometimes you get different flashes with natural sunlight versus indoor. I see more of a kind of grayish purple with a silver flash right now. Sixth is Stars, described as a rose gold shimmer with a pink base. Also very pretty. Now, like I mentioned before with the first shade, these are going to be more translucent shades when swatched dry. Which nowadays, I feel like with the rise of K-beauty, is more popular now to have more of a sheer sparkle instead of a super opaque level of glitter on the lids. Moving on to the second row is Drift. This is described as a neutral beige matte finish. Eighth is Flare, described as a gold iridescent shimmer. This flashes, at least right now to me, almost like a aquamarine tinted gold. But I see also a sheen of silver and super yellow tinted gold shimmer. Number 9, Borealis, a green to blue shimmer with a reddish brown base. Stunning. Number 10, Aurora, a turquoise to blue duochrome, the shimmer finish. 11 is Horizon, a matte brown with a mauve undertone. Last, number 12 is Midnight, described simply as a matte black. All right, there are the completed 12 swatches for the palette with a dry brush. I really appreciate the unique combinations in a lot of these shifting and duochrome shades. All right, now I'm gonna go back in just on the shimmering shades. I'm gonna apply them for you with a dampened brush. So starting with Comet, and I'll follow the same procedure for each. Pick it up with a dry brush, then I'll spritz it with a mixing medium. This is mostly water with a little bit of glycerin. So starting with Comet, sorry, hopefully that wasn't too out of the frame. I'm swiping and also using a patting motion, which is kind of more akin to what you would do on your lid. So you can see how it's a more opaque layer of shimmer when you do it this way. And this one is Galaxy. Sky. Stars. Flare. Borealis. I'm going to do a second swipe over on Borealis because I don't think I picked up enough product. There we go. Ugh, that blue flashes very pretty against the brown. And Aurora. All right, so there are your 7 shimmering shades using a dampened brush. So you can see that definitely amped up the opacity and the level of shimmer. And the last method I'll show you is just applying with your fingers. So we've got Comet, Galaxy, and Sky, Stars, ugh, so beautiful, Flare, and Borealis. And finally, Aurora. So the 7 with finger swatches. This is the most intense sheen out of the 3 methods that you will get. Just absolutely stunning metallic shine on these. All right, there you go with swatches of What's Up Beauty's new SKYFIRE palette. Please let me know what you think if you're interested. I hope this was really helpful if you were curious about the colors but just wanted to see what they really look like. Leave a comment letting me know what you think or what your favorite shade is. Personally, mine is Borealis. And of course, if you have any questions, I will also try to answer those. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I appreciate it as always, and I'll see you in the next video.